All right, Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth, and peace and love to the Lord's hopeful elect. Back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, man. Hey, being that we're getting ready, Lord willing, to go through this tribulation, we got to remember this specific thing in Luke 21 and verse 36. Watch ye therefore. So this is words of Malaki Hawashah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, telling us to watch. So we should be watching the news. We should be, watching other brothers, other sisters, talking about things that are actually happening in real time upon the earth, man, so that we know what's going on. There's a lot of our people, especially women of our nation, that don't like to deal with the harshness of our reality, and a lot of stuff that comes on the news, man. They don't know what's going on unless it comes across their social media. Well, how do you know the enemy is getting ready to make his move, all right, if you're not, or prophecy is getting ready to come to pass if you're not watching, all right? And pray always. So, hey, once we're watching, we're seeing these things, we should be, communicating to Yahweh Bahashem and Yahweh Shah through prayer about these things, all right, and that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. So that's the point. We got to watch and pray, and there's going to be action behind those two things as well, man. There's going to be things that we're going to do. We're going to be keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability, actually acknowledging them, these high holy days, our holy days, man, actually acknowledging, rehearsing the righteous acts, man. All right, so watching and praying in hopes that the Lord will account us worthy to escape all, not just some, all these things that shall come upon the earth, man. And we remember Matthew 24 in verse 6, right? We'll start at 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And these are the signs preceding the Lord's second coming. For nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places, man. All right. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And remember, Lord say, watch ye therefore and pray always that we are worthy to escape all these things. So these things are coming to pass: kingdom against kingdom, nation against nation, war, division, fighting, violence, famines, all right, the lack of nutritious, readily available food, pestilences, man, all right, different diseases and viruses, earthquakes, different storms, man, all right. California burns up damn near every year, if not every year. It's on fire right now, man. If you are doing what the Lord commanded you to do to the best of your ability, these are the sort of things that the Lord will protect you from. See, it's all fun and fucking play time until the Lord brings that judgment. See, the Lord's hopeful elect was watching for something like that to happen, because we know the Lord is angry with this place. Everybody else is still playing in California, getting high to weed legal out there, all type of stuff going on, man. And every year the Lord burn it up. It's one of the most wicked places on this earth, California, especially Los Angeles. That's why it burns up every year, man. All right. But in verse 9, then they shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake, man. Hey, that's happening, finna happen too. The persecution of the ones that fear Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. But we got to remember, man, whether we be a martyr or the Lord lift up that standard on our behalf, we want to again pray that we're worthy to escape all these things that are going to come upon the earth, man, because it's going to be a lot of chaos, a lot of death and destruction, man. And we want to make sure we're in the right position and not get caught up like those people, man. The Lord could have you put the spirit upon you, man's going to the Lord, man. All right. It's something like a fire or something. He could have you in a different location. Tornado finna come through, man. You could be moving out and about, whatever type of judgment, man. The Lord's gonna get us out of the way, you see. But we have to do what's required of us, man. All right, and don't put the Lord on the back burner. I have to say that to myself first and foremost, man. We got to be putting the Lord first every day from here on out, man. Nothing, not your spouse, your children, your job, that weak ass shit. You know what I mean? Should deter us from, putting the Lord first, because we're going to need him, man. So it behoove us to, get a good rapport with Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah now. All right. This is the book of Second Esdras 15 and verse 5, and it reads, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world." And that's what's getting ready to happen: the sword, famine, death, and destruction. We just read that in Matthew 24. The Lord prophesied this. All right. Why? For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, man. Starting with Babylon the Great, man, and other nations that want to act like that and conduct themselves in such a way that's against our law. All right. And their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, saith the Lord. So what's the Lord going to do about this wickedness that's polluted the whole earth, man? All right. I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness. And right now, the Lord is speaking. He's warning, all right, through his prophets. Hey, he's getting ready to do something. Guess what? Eventually, the talking phase is going to be phased out, and then it's going to get to the physical action part of it, all right, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cry unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. Give them no rest. The Lord's hopeful elect are coming in that spirit, giving the Lord no rest, continually complaining and crying out to him, whether it's through prayer, whether it's supping with brothers and sisters, supping with Yahweh Shem Shah, going out on the highways and byways and doing these epistles, man. All right, these are all things, the fasting, all these things collectively we do to complain to Yahweh Bahashim and Hawashah that we're not happy. We acknowledge our own faults, and we see, you know what, this isn't the way to live. We want out. If the Lord is offering a way out, then we are, coming for that way out, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim and Hawashah. All right. See, 2, 3. Go down to verse 14. Woe, that means destruction to the world and them that dwell therein. So destruction is getting ready to come to this place. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. It's coming close, man. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And where do we read that? Matthew 24th chapter, words of Malachi Hawashah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. He prophesied there would be kingdom against kingdom, nation against nation. And that's what 2nd Esdras is going into right now. All right. So, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. So we're getting coming to a time where especially these Edomites, man, they're not going to care about the government and the police. I spoke about that a few epistles back, how they do these street takeovers. It's niggas running into police cars, doing donuts around the police. They're not regarding their kings nor princes right damn now. Look how bad they talked about the president that's president now. Or the president before, hell. You know what I mean? Or the people trying to be president. Everyone's talking cash money. They don't care. They don't regard these people in high regard, man. And how much more when the Lord brings that famine and people are uncomfortable beyond their wildest imagination. This, again, are the things that the Lord will protect us from. These people, the spirits that's going to be placed upon people. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Why? For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. They wasn't watching. They wasn't taking heed to the watchmen, which is ultimately Yahweh Bahashim Hawashah putting out that warning. So, they're very prideful, especially these chief places, man, these major cities, your New Yorks, man, your Atlantas, your Miamis. These places are filled with prideful ass people who got a little bit of money, always with the hustle and bustle, always with the look at me spirit, especially, Atlanta, Miami, these places that kind of got, good weather, in the South. Oh man, it's just nothing but pride. So because of that, man, the houses shall be destroyed and man shall be afraid, man. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. I mean, imagine those big cities with all those people crammed in there, especially like a New York. It is going to be a mess. Look at how New York was in the 70s and 80s when crack came out, man. Some of those videos that you see, man, it looked like it was a freaking war that went through that. Buildings on fire, destroyed, it's trash everywhere, and people was in a zombie-like state, man, via that crack or whatever type of drugs they on. How much more during this time of great tribulation? We've seen zombie-like behavior already. When the Lord put that real deal pestilence out here, it's just going to be even worse, man. So we got to remember, man, the Lord promised us, man, through his word, that if we do what we're supposed to do, that he will protect us, man. All right. And just to finish up, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods. Why? because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So that famine in that great tribulation, which will be wars and rumors of wars, nation against nation, earthquakes in diverse places, pestilences, man. That's a part of the great tribulation, man. But again, the Lord say, hey, watch ye therefore and pray. So we're watching, we're praying to Yahweh Shema Shah. Babu Shah means pleasing in Hebrew. Protect us from these things, man. Protect us from these things. Let's see. Let's go to the book of John. A couple more precepts, man. Straight to the point today. John 14 and verse 15, and it reads, if ye love me, keep my commandments. So people that claim that they love Yahweh Shema Shah, they just gonna ignorantly call him God and ignorantly call his son Jesus Christ. But we know the true names of the Lord, Yahweh, and his son Yahweh Shah. If you love me, keep my commandments. And a lot of people don't even care at all. Like, taking the name of the Lord in vain is one of the commandments. If we tell you, hey, this is the name of the Lord, and you just don't give a flying flip, well, that's taking the name of the Lord in vain. You see, just disregarding it like you don't care. You should at least inquire, either for your own wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, or if you care about that individual and you were a so-called believer, you would pray to the Lord that he will receive the correct names. If you really believe that Jebus is his name, you would pray for that brother or sister that's saying Yahweh Shema Shah, which they do neither. So that's taking the name of the Lord, in vain, which is not keeping his commandments. And that's one of the commandments that you can absolutely keep. Now, we can't keep the law perfectly because we're in this flesh and we're in our captivity. They're just things that are out of our hands. But there are some things that the Lord is going to allow you to keep, and acknowledging his name is one of them for the ones, that he chose to. Everybody else, it is what it is. You see how far you'll get when you try to call upon that idol name during Jacob's trouble. You're going to get nowhere, man. Nowhere. Real fast. Okay. Let's see, 15. Verse, I'll go to Romans. So remembering that's how we show love to Yahweh Shema Shah, keeping the commandments. Because a lot of people think, oh, the law is done away with. That's old. We're under grace now. They have no idea what they're talking about. All right. Romans 2 and verse 11, and it reads, for there is no respect of persons with Yahweh Shema Shah. So judgment is going to come, thus saith Yahweh Shema Shah, through the prophets. Man, we're telling you people, who's going to get judged. You 2/3 of the nation of Israel, you heathen nations, Esau, Edom, you wicked nation, man. All right, everybody's going to catch it except the Lord's hopeful elect, man. So it don't matter if you're a little child in that day, an old lady in that day, a young, strong ass, rock looking nigga in that day. There's no respect of person. The Lord don't care about your economic status. He don't care about how fine you think you are. All right. If you not, one of his chosen, you're gonna get dealt with severely, man. Thus saith Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, man. All right. And back to 2nd Ezra, going back 15. And we'll start at. Wait a minute. 24. Yeah. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 24. Woe, that means destruction, to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith Yahweh Shema Shah. Remember, if you love me, keep my commandments. And now the scripture is telling us destruction is coming to those who would keep not my commandments, man. All right, thus saith Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. So there it is. We got to remember to actually acknowledge the law, man. Acknowledge the power thereof, man. Not denying it like everyone else, man. They think they're not denying it, but you're not taking heed to what the prophets are saying and just doing your own thing is in fact denying the power thereof, man. So you're not coming in that spirit of the Lord's hopeful elect. You're coming in the spirit of a scoffer, a mocker, a disregarder, if that's a word. All right. And we don't want to come in that spirit because we come in the fear of Yahweh Shema Shah, and we're wise and we have that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that, hey man, something great is coming. If we hold it down, if we stay the course and finish the course, we're going to be rewarded. It ain't always going to be like this. So it's better to pay now than pay later. A lot of you idiots is going to have to pay later during Jacob's trouble. See, we're paying now. We're last now. We're undesired now. We broke now. We hungry now via fasting and, via chastisement. You know what I mean? We don't have no women now. We just wait. All you guys, man, when Jacob's trouble hit that rich and famous and balling shit finna go out the door. Women are going back to their natural, state of desiring to be under the protection of a man. But unfortunately, guess what? It'll be too late for the majority of you wicked ass women of our nation, as well as you wicked women of the heathen nations as well, man. It'll be over with. We gonna remember, how you treated us, etc., etc. All right, but one more precept, man, in the book of Romans 8. Now, knowing all these things, man, here's our hope. Romans 8 and 38. For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate the love of Yahweh, which is in Hamashiach Yahushua our Lord. There it is. There's our hope, man. So no matter what we're going through, no matter how small, how great, the tribulation, the different spirits that we're gonna come into encounter with, angels on our behalf, things that we've been through in our past lives, in our past, the things that we don't know that's getting ready to come, man. All these things is not going to separate the love of Yahushua towards his hopeful elect, man. We got to know Romans 8 and 29 going into predestination, man. Study to show yourself approved. You should know all these things. So the Lord already chosen his hopeful elect before the foundations of the earth, man, came together. We're just playing it out, and we're coming in that hope, and in that hope is going to again produce action. So we're not just gonna call the Lord whatever we want, man. And if we're gonna inquire, I believe a lot of brothers that maybe didn't readily, immediately receive the name of the Lord, and I'm talking about true brothers, we all inquired. I'm one of those brothers, man. Heard the name, from the brothers in Mississippi. They were the first ones I heard, the brothers in Mississippi, brother with Kassak, and I inquired, through prayer, is this the name of the Lord? All right. A lot of people don't do that, but they quickly to defend Jeebus Christ. You know what I mean? I'm talking about they'll defend it like how we defend Yahweh Shema Shai name in truth. They'll defend it in just complete stupidity. Complete stupidity, man. But we don't want to end up like that. We want to keep the law to the best of our ability, because it's coming, man. Though it tarry, wait for it, man. It's a part of the progress, but that's why the Lord taught us, man, commanded us to watch. We got to be watching. If our heads are in the clouds, you'll never know when the enemy is coming. See, we expect the enemy, that thief in the night. We're waiting. We got cameras. We got lights on, man. Like Halloween. Old girl Lori versus your boy Mike. When she be on the compound. It's been so many, trying to take him out, but she ready. She ready. She expected him to come. Damn near every Halloween. He's coming, and that's the spirit that we come in. We know that the thief is coming, which ultimately is Yahweh Shem Hawashai. But people think themselves to be in a good case right now. There is peace and safety to the for the most part, all right, because it ain't just chaos in the street. People still going to work, people still going to grocery store, people still having leisurely activities. So they're not watching for a thief, man, but we are. So that thief is gonna come catch them off guard, man, all right, and they're gonna get got, and we don't want to come in that spirit. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear again to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.